You're listening to The Weekend Take. And now your host, Sean Schaefer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Weekend Take. I'm your host, Sean Schaefer, and with me this week is writer, director, and co-founder of the Don't Wait to UnMake a Bully project, Mike Feurstein. How are you doing, Mike?
Hello there. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us this week.
Sure. This is my second only podcast ever, so...
Mike, tell us a little bit more about your journey to this point and what you do.
Well, in the sense of making movies, I visit schools worldwide, get to know the students in a particular grade level that's been assigned to me, and we talk about leadership and being human and friends and relationships with others, bullying, kindness, alcohol, tobacco, drugs, depending on the age level. And then we kind of talk about the problems that they're facing or things they've gone through. They tell their own stories, their own personal, true-to-life stories. And we, as a class, vote on the topics or we'll write a script about. And then within 24 hours, they're filming a movie based on a true story of one of their lives. And then that movie is then used in the school or in some other schools as teaching tools for their students. And so the students are telling their stories, making movies about them, and other students are learning from either the mistakes or successes of that story.
How did this all begin for you? I know you started earlier as an educator.
Yeah, I was an after-school teacher doing video program, and I would also do commercials and things for ad agencies and other industrial entities on the side, I say, but I was trying to make that my primary focus and have school be on the side. But it seems that it blurred and blended, and when the principal at Scotia Glenville School asked me one day to make a 3-minute video. You're pretty good with the kids, right? And you make movies. Would you want to make a 3-minute anti-bullying video for our upcoming assembly? And I was like, sure. Met with the counselor and the students, and as they were giving out ideas, it seemed like it was a lot longer than a 3-minute idea. So I asked permission to make a longer movie, which turned into a 30-minute movie that we put on YouTube. And then it went viral, blew up from there. We were asked by a parent at another school to do that same thing, but for a week with her students at their school, and other schools found out. The Don't Wait project was turned on to it, and I partnered with Lisa Bradshaw there, and now we're partners in making the Don't Wait to Unmake a Bully projects happen.
Where are some of the places that you've gone to bring the Don't Wait to Unmake a Bully project?
All over the United States, all over New York, from the Bronx up to Lake Placid. Florida, working with the Jalen's Challenge down there. California, we worked with Matthew McConaughey's foundation in Inglewood, and all over Washington State as well. We've gone to Australia 3 times, been to New Zealand, did a school there. We have some interest from an embassy in London and Azores, things that haven't panned out yet, but hey, it would be great if they did.
The students themselves get to play the roles of the director and things on the film set, correct?
Yep. So they not only do they write the script with me, so it's their story. Every choice is theirs. Yeah, the director gets to choose camera angles and where the actors go and delegate responsibilities and communicate. We have an assistant director keeping everyone on schedule, and the camera operators, both main camera operator and the behind the scenes camera operators, filming the documentary of the day. Script supervisors doing a bunch of things I've crammed into the single department there, like makeup, wardrobe, set design, continuity. LGMs, I call them LGMs. I've put lighting, grip, and location management all into one job. They do the grip and lighting, but they also are the ambassadors to the school. So if we need a door opened or permission to use certain things in the school, they are the liaison. So they go and get it for us. Sound, slate. The slate, I also give them the task of being kind of like a classroom pep rally. Once they've completed their task and they're waiting to do their job, they can walk around and kind of cheer people up or tell jokes and things like that. So kind of get people out of their shells and talking. And then, of course, the actors. And they spend the whole day. They get a lunch break, but they spend the whole day doing everything. And the best days are when I can walk away and just kind of watch from a distance while I'm chatting with the teacher or taking shots for our Instagram as they run the set without my involvement. It's great.
Do you have any one particular success story that sticks out to you of a student or maybe a bully that was unmade by the program?
Right. Yeah. Oh, and we call ourselves Don't Wait to Unmake a Bully, but we tend to teach them that the word bully isn't actually helpful. in summary, one of our tenets is that the word is people who bully, because we're talking about the behavior and not the person themselves. If we can change their behavior, they can change themselves. So it should be don't wait to unmake the people who bully, but that doesn't really roll off the tongue. Success stories, though, there's a bunch of them. We had a kid at the end of the day ask permission to stand up and talk to his class. I was like, sure, kind of nervous what was he going to say. And he stood up on the chair and apologized to everyone for the way he had been in the past weeks. We've had people offer to be the assistant director, and the teacher comes to me later and says, oh man, he doesn't say anything in class, so I don't know if he'd be a good fit for that job. And I say, well, he picked it. Let's see. And of course, the next day he rises to the occasion, and I find out in the following weeks that she can't shut him up now. He's talking. And so it changed them. And a lot of kids say that it finally gave them a voice. The directors say, finally, my friends have to listen to me and hear my ideas. Being on a movie set, as you know, is like a family in the short time you're there. So it really brings the classroom, which is already stuck with each other in one room, except for the middle and high school sessions, together, and gives them a whole new memory that they can share.
As an educator, as a filmmaker, as a person, how rewarding is it for you to finish up a residency and see the progress that the students have made?
It's way more fulfilling to me than anything I've ever done. And I still get to tell stories and be in the make-believe world of movie making. When I'm editing their behind-the-scenes video later on, I can't help. I just sometimes smile involuntarily wide, just at something a kid said, or remembering a moment of the day when we were all laughing at something. Sometimes we have premieres together and I get to MC them. Other times I don't get to see the reaction, but the teachers always write back in capital letters, amazing. That's all really fulfilling. And to know that they're going to remember it forever, which when I was a kid, I did things that I still remember, but now being an adult and being able to do that for someone else of any age, because some of the teachers walk away having changed as well, which is huge, helping my colleagues. It's easily top 5 of the box office.
What trends are you noticing that really make it so that a school requires the services of Don't Wait to Unmake a Bully?
A lot of what schools have to understand is that it's not us versus them, and it shouldn't be seen that way. I see signs that say, stomp out bullies. Well, yeah, but they're also hurting, and if you stomp them, they're going to come back at you and stomp you.
Right.
That's one of my least favorite signs, stomp out bullying. I don't understand. Be violent against those who are violent against you, and they'll stop. No, they won't. And you haven't taught them any differently. So I think it's the approach, changing the language. And I don't mean being a snowflake or turning kids into marshmallows, because they need to stand up for themselves too. And we teach that a lot.
I mean, I was bullied growing up, but in the time that you and I both grew up, if you were being bullied at school, the school day ends, you go home.
Yeah.
And that's the end of it until you go to school the next day.
Exactly.
But it's not that way anymore, especially with the advent of social media. Like now, on a 24/7 basis, someone who wants to harass you can do that.
We can't keep social media separate from a child's development anymore. We can't look at it as this tumor or growth or weird fad or disease that's going to pass when they turn 20. It's not. It's a part of their life. So we have to make sure that everything we teach them as human beings in front of us is also translated into, and here's how you live online too.
Looking ahead now in 2019, what is on the horizon for you or for the Don't Wait Unmake a Bully project?
Good question. Yeah, we are developing a Don't Wait to Unmake media manipulation program, which is going to be solely centered on propaganda, glittering generalities, bandwagon technique of commercials, photoshopping of ads, airbrushing, that kind of thing. And the kids will, instead of making an anti-bullying video, they will make a commercial or a product that then affects one of their characters, and then they'll have a scene that shows how that character is being affected by the media in some way. So we're developing that, going to Australia in the summer for the 4th movie there. That'll be fun, 45 days out there. My partner has spread out the brand a bit too. She's doing a lot of interviews with luminaries and people who have floated through our circle and doing good things. We just did a TED talk. I did a video for TEDx. So, building off of that kind of success. I might be working with a firm that works with children who have rare diseases, and we might be helping them make some media content using those students as the directors and stars of their own piece, so that other kids who get diagnosed can see the video and feel more welcome.
Mike, if people want to connect with you or the Don't Wait to Unmake a Bully project on social media or on the internet, how could they do that?
They can go to the don'twaitproject.org. All one word, don'twaitproject.org. There's a bunch of programs there. If you click on the programs thing, it comes down, you'll see Unmake a Bully. We're on Instagram at the Unmakers. I have a very small presence on Twitter. I don't really use it much, at Unmake a Bully, where you can friend us and DM us. And you can also hit us up on the messenger on Instagram. But yeah, those are the places. And, we can get into your school or organization. We work with libraries. And so please give us a call and let us know if your school could welcome us for a week.
All right. And I'll be sure to put the pertinent links in the episode description below when the episode's edited.
Thanks.
So I encourage listeners of the show to check out don'twaitproject.org and see some of the things that Mike is doing with the Don't Wait to Unmake a Bully project. Thank you for your time and for telling us about the project and about yourself.
Yeah, thank you for the questions.
That about wraps it up for us here on The Weekend Take. The Weekend Take is also on social media. We're on Twitter at Weekend Take, as well as on Facebook at www.facebook.com/The Weekend Take. And please visit our Patreon campaign at www.patreon.com/The Weekend Take, where for as little as $1, you can become a patron of The Weekend Take and get access to exclusive extended cut episodes in case you want to hear more of the conversation that Mike and I had today. But until then, I want to thank everyone for tuning in this week, and I will see you all next week. Take care. Bye.
You've been listening to The Weekend Take. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes and Google Play and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Visit our Patreon page to become a patron of The Weekend Take, and for as little as $1, you'll receive exclusive content and perks.